and welcome to What We Wrote. I am Emma.
And I'm Esme.
And we are two friends who've been writing together for decades. In this podcast, we go back and read some of our terrible teen writing in all of its angsty and melodramatic glory. And I mean, it's not just angsty and melodramatic in this case, it's just really quite bad.
Yeah.
I mean, the last chapter that we read from Vari's point of view was just a lot of nothing.
Filler.
A lot of filler, a lot of faffing.
A lot of faffing. Yeah, I feel like we're not. So, Living to Die was very like, we're in it, we're going to point A, we're going to point B.
We're getting there. Yeah.
This one, we're taking our time.
A bit too much.
A lot more. Yeah. So,
yes. We've maybe overcompensated.
Overdone it a little bit. Yeah.
Because we had problems in Living to Die where we didn't know where anybody was in relation to anybody else.
Yes.
That is definitely not a problem.
No, we know exactly where everyone is.
Exactly.
At every moment. Yes. every toe. There's not a toe out of line.
No. We know exactly where everyone is, what they're doing, what they're saying, what they're doing with their hair. Yes, it's a bit exhausting.
A little too far.
Yeah.
That's right.
And we've met Kane.
Kane, yes.
Captain Kane.
Captain of the Guard,
Leader of the Knights. Leader of the Knights. Vin Diesel with blonde hair.
Yes, yep.
And he seems... Well, we don't really... He followed Vari up to the roof. We don't really know why he did that.
No, because I couldn't be bothered writing the rest of the scene.
Yeah. You're like, I'm Vari, my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't dare hold out hope that...
I feel like I treat chapter endings like fade outs in a TV series in between the ad breaks.
Oh yeah, like a scene.
Yes, ad break. Right here. Yeah. Where ad break goes.
Yeah.
We'll come back after.
That's unfortunate.
These messages from our sponsors.
Because often we don't come back.
Yes.
I mean, I'm willing to bet we do not return to this conversation. We do not know.
I'm not even convinced we'll be in the ball still.
No, bro.
I reckon we'll be the next day.
Do you reckon next day for Corey's chapter, or do you reckon next day for Vari's chapter?
No, next day for Corey's chapter.
Okay.
I reckon we're done with the ball.
Finished. Yeah. We attended it.
Yeah.
Vari was in a dress briefly, and now it's done. Yeah.
Corey was there, we issue.
We issue. Yeah. Somewhere under the 12 chandeliers.
Yeah.
In the maybe palace, maybe castle ballroom that's somewhere near the roof.
Yeah. Who knows?
Well, I guess let's find out.
Yeah.
Where we are.
Where are we going? What are we doing?
What are we doing?
Yeah. Let's do this. Do.
Alright. Chapter 8. Corey. We are 45 pages into this book.
Yes.
And
I thought that was the start of the pages.
No. Right? I'm just thinking like we're quite a solid chunk of pages in and have.
I think we were halfway across the country by this time and Living to Die.
Absolutely, we've at least made it past Bahadapa.
Yeah.
Like, on our way to Senzi.
Yeah.
Probably halfway done. Okay, here we go. I slumped back against the cool stone wall, wondering where Vari was. My ribs hurt from the whalebone corset, and my legs ached. I'd quite had it with listen to people's conspiracy theories on Vari's... It's taken me 3 goes to spell rescue.
It's not hard words.
First I spelled it R-E-S-U-C-E. Risak. And then R-E-S-C-U-S. Risus. And then finally I got to rescue. So that's sad.
You got there in the end.
I can't spell, guys. Yeah, okay. I quite had it with listen to people's conspiracy theories on Vari's rescue of me. I was sick of answering the same questions. No, she didn't rob me afterwards. No, she didn't send the men to attack me to gain the credit. No, she wasn't part of the attack. No, she is not my sister. Why would people think that? They don't look anything alike.
No. It's random.
Also, how does everybody at this ball know what happened?
I know, that's what I was thinking as well.
Like,
only Like, there weren't that many in the room.
No, it was just like the king and like the queen and an advisor or someone maybe.
Yeah, and I think a couple of guards brought them there.
Yeah,
So like there's
guards been
leaky guards. Yeah.
I mean, this is the next day.
Yeah.
So like everybody
Word
knows.
spreads fast.
Word spreads fast. And like surely the king and queen would want to keep that on the down low.
Yeah.
Like that they're, even if they're not letting out that she's the queen's daughter,
Yeah.
like you'd think you'd want to not let it out that your maid
Someone
was
under your care was
attacked in the street while running an errand for the crown and rescued by a street rat who now made a sable hand.
Yeah.
Like,
Weird.
yeah, it's weird that everybody seems to know that, and also weird that they would think that she was their sister.
Yeah, that's random.
That's so random. I sighed and closed my eyes. I didn't want to even think about that dark night. Never mind answer questions and accept poison barbed sympathies about it.
Poison barbed sympathies.
That's quite nice, actually. I don't mind that.
It's a bit random, though.
I mean,
what do you mean by that?
I assume I mean like that people are doing that kind of fake sympathetic, but kind of secretly a little snarky. You know, the kind of like, oh, I'm so sorry that that happened to you, but are you sure it's not your fault? Kind of
victim blaming.
Victim blamey, kind of like, oh, it's so terrible.
Shouldn't have been out at
you
that time.
maybe shouldn't have been out at night, or like, you know, I don't know. I think it's a nice metaphor. It's not well executed, but I think it's a nice metaphor. Better than most of them, anyway. Well, the hero of the hour, said a male voice beside me. Heroine, I replied without thought. And I didn't do anything. It was Vari.
I don't know. Keep reading, maybe it'll make sense.
It doesn't. Only after the words were out of my mouth did I think to see who I was addressing. It was Bran.
I was going to say.
His blue eyes hidden under his thick black fringe.
Blacksmith?
Yeah.
What's he doing in this
At the
thing?
ball. I don't know. He's not even a blacksmith. He's a blacksmith apprentice who keeps fucking up swords.
Yeah.
Like, he's not even a good blacksmith.
What's he doing here? What kind of ball is this? Do we remember what the ball's for?
No.
It's just a ball for
Just
ball's
a
sake.
ball. I think it was, no. It was to welcome the Stellanians.
Knights?
Yeah.
Well, I suppose he makes the swords for Stellanians.
Does he though? I feel like they probably bring their own sword, like BYO sword.
Well, yeah, but they need maintenance and shit.
Maybe. He's not doing it though.
No.
He keeps fucking them up. And also, why would he say the hero of the hour
I don't know.
to her?
I don't
Like,
know. Bran's dumb. He's an idiot.
another hippo.
Another hippo.
Another hippo vibe.
Yeah. You like hippos?
Apparently. The corner of his wide mouth lifted slightly in a small wry smile. I quickly straightened up, brushing my thick, unruly black hair out of my face. Was it not in a tight bun?
Yep.
Yeah.
You didn't like that.
Consistency.
Maybe she pulled it out.
Oh, hi, I said quickly, blushing slightly. Vari, eh? He said, shifting his weight to 1 foot. So much detail. He's doing the videotape thing too. Yeah. He was wearing a simple tunic over loose beige breeches and tall black riding boots. That doesn't seem like appropriate dress for a ball either.
No.
He's wearing his riding boots to the ball.
Maybe he's just there to drop something off.
Yeah, maybe. How did he get into the... All good? Okay. Yeah, how did he get into the ballroom though? Like, and why is he there?
Maybe there's a chandelier broken.
He's the apprentice blacksmith to fix it. Doesn't seem trustworthy.
No.
Yeah, he was wearing a simple tunic over loose beige breeches and tall black riding boots. I couldn't help but notice how large his hand... What?
You like big hands?
Apparently. But I haven't
You know
written
what they
this.
say about big hands?
Yes, I do. I haven't written this properly. I couldn't help but notice how large his hands, large and scarred and calloused. How large his hands were, I assume I was going for. Large, scarred and calloused. Jexy.
Large times 2.
Yeah, they're really big.
Walking around with Hulk hands. You know when you can buy the Hulk fist?
No, we've got Vin Diesel's hair.
Yeah.
We've got the Hulk.
Hulk
fist.
Hulk smash. Bran smash. That's an episode title for 2. Yep, 5. Bran smash.
Okay. Yes, I said, momentarily lost for words because she's so busy staring at his hands.
I've forgotten now. What did you say? What did you say?
Oh, he said, Vari, eh?
Oh, okay. That
And
does
she
seem
said-
like a long time ago.
Yeah. And she goes, yes.
Yes.
Lost for words because she was too busy staring at his giant
Giant
hands.
hands.
You friends with her? He asked, a thick black eyebrow lifting slightly. Enough. Not for long. You? I self-consciously wiped my hands on my skirt.
Not for long. Oh, she means I haven't been friends with her for long.
For long.
I thought she was saying like, not for long.
Nuh-uh.
She's dead to me.
Fucking
You don't
left
like
me
her, she's
here.
dead to me.
She fucking left me here in the ball and vanished.
Well,
so-
apparently Corey left Barry, but sure.
Well, she left her first, yeah. I self-consciously wiped my hands on my skirt. Nice. Sweaty. He shrugged. Enough, he replied evasively, flashing me a warm, stunning smile. I spelt smile with 2 L's.
Smilly.
I felt the blood rush to my face. You're a blacksmith, yes? Not really your occasion, is it?
Yes. Well, duly noted.
Julie noted.
Correct. What the fuck are you doing here?
I've also spelled occasion wrong.
Oh.
It's grim.
At least that has more letters in it than
It
rescue.
does. That's
There's a lot more to go wrong in that one.
Oh, it's not, is it? He said, both eyebrows vanishing under his thick thatch of hair.
Not really.
Oh, well,
Oh, God.
I meant I stopped short when I realised he was grinning at me. I crossed my arms across my chest. Looking for girls then, I snapped, feeling ashamed of being sucked into his ploy. He laughed. This is
Flirty 101.
flirting!
Yeah.
We're flirting!
Yeah.
I guess
Sure.
that's what's happening. Looking for girls then, I snapped, feeling ashamed of being sucked into his ploy. He laughed, a wide, crooked smile lighting up his face.
Sorry, I'm just
Oh,
bored.
I was like, did you have something to say?
No, I was tuned out for a second there. Carry on.
It is riveting conversation. I may be, he said, still laughing slightly.
Ew, I'm sorry, what did she say?
She said, are you looking for girls?
Right.
And he said, I may be. Still laughing slightly.
Because he's a ladies' man.
Yeah, because he's a ladies' man. He is being much more smooth here than he was the last time they
Yeah.
spoke,
Yeah.
to be fair. I may be, he said, still laughing slightly. And maybe I was looking for you. I felt blood rush to my cheeks.
Oh, good.
Again.
Bleeding at her eyeballs.
I know, right? She's so red. Well, you found me, didn't you? I snapped, feeling foolish.
Yeah, you're acting like a fool.
Yes, you are. He arched a thick, dark eyebrow. Again, Jesus Christ, it's so repetitive. It's like the third
His
time
brow is
we've
like super
mentioned
arched.
how
It's like the
thick
mask.
and dark his eyebrows are and how arched they are.
He's got like caterpillars on his face.
The descriptions really aren't making him
No.
seem very sexy. Like,
No.
he has giant hands and he has massive eyebrows. He's got John Howard eyebrows.
Oscar the Grouch.
Yeah, absolutely. Hot.
Mm.
Seems I did, eh? This conversation's going well.
Is he Scots as well, is he?
Yeah.
Right.
Not as bad as Vari.
Right, okay.
But he does do the ye
Yee in there.
and
eh?
I.
Yeah, right.
Seems I did, eh? I crossed my arms and wiped my palms on my dress again. Seems so. This is going nowhere. I agree, Corey.
Yeah.
What
Like-
do you want?
Yes.
His blue eyes, sparkling with laughter, were making me uncomfortable.
It's sparkling now.
Sparkling. I
Sparkling
could
like the sea.
sparkling like water in the sunshine. I could feel a trail of sweat creeping down my spine.
Ew.
God, she's really sweating. Oh no, my phone. What have you done? Why have you stopped recording?
You can't be out of memory. You've got nothing on it yet.
Oh no, somebody called me.
Oh.
And that made it stop. It's weird. Thank you.
Can you not click?
No.
Really?
Literally never been able to.
Really?
Yes, we've had this conversation before.
There you go. Really?
Yes, really. I can't click.
Interesting.
I could feel a trail of sweat creeping down my spine. This girl's real sweaty. It's like she's wiped her hands on her skirt like 3 times. Now she's sweating down her back.
Yeah, really. Real smooth.
Real smooth. I couldn't stop feeling the hard cobbles under my back.
What?
Oh, she's having a flashback. Okay.
Right. Okay.
Why?
Yeah, why?
Don't say yourself when you're over there.
Okay. Yeah, so she's having a flashback.
Yes. Why?
I don't know.
Like, what has been her trigger here?
I have no idea.
His blue eyes?
Sparkling?
No.
Oh.
She just said his blue eyes were making her uncomfortable, and then suddenly she's having a flashback.
Okay. Sure.
Also, I was writing this in health class,
Huh.
so clearly paying attention.
Well, I mean, it's health.
Yeah. Who needs it?
What do you even learn about?
Nothing.
No.
Corianne, I started as Bran said my name, flinching as I felt the warm heaviness of his hand on my arm. I pulled my hand away. So he put his hand on her arm, and then she pulled her hand away, even though he wasn't holding her hand, holding her arm. Sure. What? Sorry, I got distracted, I murmured, shoving a stray strand of thick dark hair. He grinned. I said, I just wanted the pleasure of your company. He paused, something akin to concern flashing through his eyes. But I can leave if you want. He pressed a hand to the crease. I pressed a hand to the crease between my brows. The lights in the hall suddenly seemed much too bright. I think that'd be best. I couldn't push from my mind the words Gary had said about Bran having a silver tongue and a taste for ladies to match.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Apparently he's...
Even though we've not seen any of that.
We've seen no evidence of that before. He's real charmer,
Yeah.
real ladies man.
Sure.
And apparently that makes him a rapist.
Yeah.
Like...
Okay.
Or maybe she thinks he's cracking onto her. And she's like, dude, I was sexually assaulted like last night.
Yeah.
I'm not into this
That's valid.
kind of thing. Which, yeah, that's
Yeah.
valid. I'm doing a bad job of showing trauma, but
Yeah.
you know. And I've also written in the margin, Roger. I can only think of Roger from Outlander.
That's same.
And like, it wouldn't shock me if we had been reading Outlander at this juncture.
Well, I mean, Outlander kind of spanned years.
It did.
Like, I think I started in like year 7 or 8.
Yeah.
Like, I would have still. I remember I was trying to read The Fiery Cross during the HSC
Yeah.
because I couldn't fucking get through it.
Yes. That was a big one.
So much politics.
So much politics.
Yeah. So
but Roger
this
didn't
is-
show up till the 3rd book.
Yeah. So yeah, we've been around that. Because what year was this again?
Oh, I don't remember. We got too confused about it.
Yeah.
And now I don't remember. 2007?
7?
Or 8?
Yeah.
Somewhere
It's
around
later than we thought.
Later than we thought.
But yeah. So yeah, maybe.
Could have been. Could have been doing a reread as well.
Yeah.
And that would explain all the sexual assaults.
Yes, there's a lot of that in those books. Yeah.
Okay. I couldn't drive from my mind the pounding terror of a dark night, cold cobblestones digging into my back, the foul, heavy weight of my attacker on top of me. I suppressed a shudder as I turned away. I glanced briefly at Bran, a look of speculation on his face. I made my escape through the crowd, a random thought coming to me through my haze of memories and a rising panic in my chest. Where's Vari?
Yeah. Good question.
The pause while I turned the page was almost comedic.
Yeah.
Like, I'm having flashbacks.
I know, I'm traumatized. I'm.
Where's
Where is
Vari?
Vari anyway? That would have made more sense to think about when, you know,
We
they were talking about Vari.
Yeah.
Being like, hey, yeah, where is Vari?
Where is Vari? Yeah.
Useless.
Where's Vari? I muttered out loud. I spotted the cool, dark open door leading up to the roof. Why is there a stairway from this ballroom straight to the roof?
Well, maybe it's not straight to the... Because, Vari used the stairwell as well.
Yes.
So that means that this ballroom isn't on the top floor.
No, I think it should be on the ground floor.
Well,
That's
maybe
where
it
should-
is. Maybe it's a two-story building.
It's a very small
Because we
castle.
haven't... Well, it might be like a little off the...
Offshoot.
Yeah.
Doesn't make any sense. The passage was a relief after the loud, hot, bustling hall, and I paused for a long moment, leaning my head against the cold stone before I began the steep ascent up the stairs.
So do you think this is before or after Vari's left?
I don't think that we were clever enough to do time flippy, backy, forwardy business, so
I think this is after.
I feel like this is after. I feel like she's gonna come up there and find Vari and Kane on the roof.
On the roof. Okay.
If it was a better story, they'd be snogging, but obviously that's not gonna happen.
That'd be a bit random. They barely know each other.
Yeah, but like it's romance.
Sure.
Anyway, I was nearing the top when I heard a crash of wood on stone, and a tall man in the tabard of the Stellan came storming down the stairs, his face like a thundercloud. So Vari's pissed him off there.
Surprising no one.
Shockingly.
I wonder what she said.
I don't know. We don't
It's
know.
a shame. We'll never know.
We'll never know because you couldn't be bothered to write it. I love that you're like, okay, Vari needs to piss this guy off. I can't think of exactly how she does it, so we'll just skip it.
Well,
just say
we
he
don't
got
know.
it.
This could be you though. Like we don't know how much of this was planned.
Yeah, true.
This could just be you being like, I need Kane. Oh, I know. Vari would have pissed him off some way. I mean, valid assumption.
Valid assumption, yes.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't remember how much we planned.
No, me neither.
I don't know how much of
How
this
much we talked
is
about this.
intentional.
Mm.
But it does feel like there has to have been some sort of recognition here because, like, this is flowing fairly well in a way that a lot of our Living to Die chapters didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, things are tying
Converging,
together, converging in some way.
Still don't really know how Bran got in.
No, what he was doing there.
Yeah, what's all this riffraff doing in the
in the ball to welcome like the supporting army to help us from and we're just letting anybody in.
Yeah.
And like Bran being very evasive about like, well, maybe I was looking for you. Not helpful. Give us some information. What were you doing?
Yeah.
Why are you here?
Why are you here? How are you here?
How are you here? Yeah, very suspicious. A tall man in the tabard of Stellan came storming down the stairs, his face like a thundercloud. He swept past me without looking at me. I arched my eyebrows and quickly climbed the last few stairs. The door was standing open, and I guessed this was what had made the crash. Fair assumption.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you for filling us in.
Yes,
Because we wouldn't have come to that
never would
conclusion on
have
our
figured
own.
that out on our
No.
own. There's no way. I saw Vari standing by the edge of the roof, the faint light from a watch lamp gilding her hair in streaks of copper and gold. I said.
That doesn't sum Ella up nicely. Oh, fucking sorry.
Why have we done this to ourselves? It was like, we were like, these characters didn't turn out well, let's just do it again.
I mean, we have done that in the past.
We have done that in the
But we
past.
did that on
Intentionally,
purpose.
yeah.
This not so much.
No.
This is just because we didn't know how to create characters.
Yeah, apparently. I said, gesturing to the door.
She's peering in, guys.
I don't know. Oh, it's a D. I thought it said Poe. Poe, I want to know. And I was like, I don't understand. It says, do I want to know what you did to him?
I was thinking dough.
Don't.
No.
Do I want to know what you did to him? I asked, moving towards her. She laughed sharply. Probably not, she replied. I rested my palms on the cold stone of the battlement. I came up with a word. Looking out over the city below me, and the sky above, the glittering stars partially obscured by looming clouds that promised a later downpour. Don't need describing my shit. I'm hitting my stride.
Yep. And so it begins.
Buckle in, folks. We stood in silence for a very long time. A quiet companionship. Is it quiet companionship or is it just awkward?
Awkward silence.
I feel like it's just awkward.
Probably.
So, you left the party then, Vari said finally. I licked my lips. Yeah, I was feeling trapped.
Little rich girl.
In a room so big that there's 12 chandeliers. I paused for a long while. So, you know Bran?
This is definitely awkward and not companionable.
Definitely awkward. I said finally, as casually as I could.
What's the meaning one, princess?
Super casual. Vari's face didn't change, but I felt an almost imperceptible tightening of her muscles. Mm-hmm, she said non-committedly. Which I think is actually not a word.
No.
It's a word that I really
often use,
yeah,
but it's not a thing.
It's not actually a word.
I was devastated when Word told me it didn't exist. I'm like, what do you mean it doesn't exist?
I know, right? I'm so convinced that non-committally is a word.
Yeah.
But then because non-committal is, but you can't do something non-committally. And every time I type it, Word is like, this isn't a thing, and I'm like, fuck you.
I protest.
I protest.
It should be.
I say it's a word.
Yeah.
And I'm a writer, so I can do that.
Yeah.
She said non-committedly. So, how does a blacksmith's apprentice come to know a thief? I asked, arching my brows slightly, even though she probably couldn't see me.
Why not?
It's dark.
But there was a lamp. It was lighting the copper of her hair or some shit.
That's true. I mean, they are both facing out over the city, so I guess if Vari isn't looking at her, she wouldn't see it.
It's not pitch black. There's stars and moons and shit.
Yeah, but if they're both facing the same direction, and Vari's looking at the city and Corey's looking at the city, unless Vari looks at Corey, she wouldn't. So she could see it. It's not that she couldn't see it. She probably wouldn't see it.
Yeah,
probably more correct. I didn't know, Corey. What do you think? She replied waspishly. I don't think Vari likes Corey at all.
But she's obligated to be your friend.
Yeah, exactly. So it really feels like Corey is like, we're best friends!
Yeah.
And Vari's like, oh my god. Okay.
A little strong.
He seems to like you, so that counts out being... Oh, hang on. That's not punctuation. It's just a scribble.
And what gave Corey that idea?
Literally nothing.
All Bran said was, yeah, I know she is, basically.
Yeah. He seems to like you, so that counts out being caught stealing from him. But it begs the question, what does a thief and a street rat want with horseshoes?
You're really,
Not leaning into it?
Yeah, no wonder she doesn't like you. You're calling me a thief and a street rat.
I mean, she's not been super complimentary towards Corey either, so... What does a thief and a street rat want with horseshoes? Farm tools. I stopped, looking speculative. Blades?
Yes, out of those three things, that's probably more likely what she's after. Yes.
Are you getting at Summit, Corey? She snapped, her coppery brows drawing together. Well, Gary did say Bran spent a lot of time with girls. And you're not that terrible to look at.
Oh, Jesus! What backhand!
I know, God. I mean, Vari deserves it, absolutely. Because she's been nothing but mean to Corey, really.
Has she though?
Yes. Apart from rescuing her, that is like the only nice thing she's done to Corey.
Well, what else would she need to do though?
No, not be a bitch.
How though? She's not called her ugly to her face.
No.
Or a royal bastard to her face.
I mean, she came just short of calling her a royal bastard.
Yeah, but she didn't. Corey, on the other hand, being right, bitch. There are some thoughts that need to stay inside.
I mean, if you wanted the girl to be your friend, yes.
Exactly.
You're not that terrible to look at. Plus, why else would he bother coming tonight? Unless he found out you'd be here, I said suggestively. Corey, he literally said he was looking for you. To your face. Why would you think that he was looking for Bari?
See, this is what I meant before. When I was like, I think it will still be a problem.
Yes.
Because I think Corey makes it a problem.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. I said suggestively, then started laughing as I caught the look of abject horror on her face. She punched me hard in the arm. How could you even... I mean, you cannot... She spluttered helplessly.
Peering again.
You've added a note here.
Oh, have I?
With an arrow that says...
God, this is going to be bad.
Need to change because they do.
So I do remember that Bari and Bran...
They were a thing?
Yeah, a casual thing, but not a thing.
Right, but they did, like...
Yeah, sleep together, I believe.
Right.
In the past. I don't think it ever happens in this book.
Right.
I think it was...
Okay. So it's not entirely, like, out of the realms of possibility. Like...
No. Which is why I think I've written that.
Right, okay.
Because the way you've written it sounds like Bari's like, oh my god, as if.
Yeah.
But it was if.
It was if.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what I mean is, like, if they did sleep together, then it's not entirely, like, insane for Corey to be jealous.
No, but she doesn't know that yet.
No, she doesn't. But I don't think this is.
And also, if it was in the past, it was casual. Like, who gives a shit?
Well, like, yeah, but like when emotions get involved, like, I can see how that would be a thing. But I don't think she's being jealous here. Like, I think this is Corey. I think what I'm trying to do is make Corey tease Bari about Bran.
Yes.
I don't think Corey's actually doing it in a, like, I like him and kind of way. I don't think so.
I think so.
I think the underlying thread is that, but like I think what I'm trying to do is make it that Corey actually doesn't care at this point.
Oh, that's not what I'm picking up at all. I'm picking up that she's like trying to find out more information.
Yeah, for sure. And I think that's kind of what is I think it's one of those things where it's like what the character is doing and what I was intending to be happening here was not the same thing. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know how characters will do things and you're just like, well, fuck if I know why you did that kind of thing. But I think I didn't have a good enough grip on Corey's character at this stage, and I thought that I was kind of making it like, oh no, she doesn't really like him yet. Like, she maybe thinks he's cute, but she doesn't really like him, and she's just genuinely teasing Bari and having like a nice friend moment here. But actually, what's happening is like, yeah, Corey's absolutely not in love with him. I feel like I probably was like, oh no, it's going too fast. And so I was trying to like make Corey play it cool a bit, so it didn't seem like insta love kind of thing.
Right. Okay.
I don't think that's what I pulled off.
Absolutely.
Like, I'm not saying that's not what is on the page.
Right. Okay.
But I'm saying I feel that was my intention.
Okay, I didn't pick up on that at all.
No, well, you didn't write it.
No.
I'm just looking at my own writing here and being like, I think that's what I was trying to go for.
Right.
Like,
okay.
Because I feel like if it was genuine, there would be more stuff in there about Corey's feelings. You know what I mean? Like, I've really not through this whole page.
You are usually a big angster.
Yeah, exactly. Like, through this whole page,
about, you'd be writing about
it. We haven't talked about Corey being like, jealous. Jealous or like thinking about how cute Bran was or anything like that. She's literally just going like, oh, so how do you know him kind of thing. Like, I think I was trying to do like a bit of a girl talk thing. Okay. Obviously that's not what is actually
that's not what transpired at all.
Yeah. But I think that's what I was trying to do.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, so how could you even, I mean, you cannot, she spluttered helplessly.
Also, I love how I added that note, like, as if we were going to go back and edit this.
Yeah, I know, right? As if we were going to change anything. I kept laughing despite the fierce glare she was shooting my way. Once my mirth subsided, I sighed, shaking my head. No, it gets worse.
Oh no.
And next question.
Oh god.
Did you know your parents, Vari?
Oh, where'd that come from?
Exactly. Did you know your parents, Vari? Who they were? What they did? I asked softly.
Is this because she's the bastard and she doesn't?
Yeah, probably.
Right, okay, so this is a selfish thing, not a, hey, Murray, tell me about yourself kind of thing.
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, okay.
She either flipped the subject really quickly or...
Whiplash.
Yeah, or she's trying to bond.
Just so fucking cute. Little head on the pillow, so cute. In case you didn't realise I really love my dog.
She glanced at me. Vaguely. I was young, 5 or 6 when they died. My pa was a sailor. She shrugged briefly.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know rightly what happened to him. He just went out one day and never came back. So good guess, lost at sea.
Lost at sea.
She looked at me, her green gaze seeming to pin me there. Why?
Oh, Jesus.
You didn't know yours? I thought you... Did she know who?
I don't think she does. I think Barry was bluffing.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
That was a fairly good bluff.
I think everyone's got something to hide.
No, but I feel like she was pretty specific.
Is she?
Yeah. I'm gonna...
One moment, please.
One moment while I go and check this. She said like a bastard.
What?
So... No, I'm fine. Leave me be, Vari said. And then Corey said, you are not. Stop acting like a hero. And then Vari said, stop acting like a bastard. You wouldn't want your little secret out in the open now, would you?
I mean, Vari calls everyone names. I think she's just saying you're a dick and is bluffing.
I don't think so. Because, like, if it had been just stop acting like a bastard, I'd be like, yes, sure. Like, that's just Vari
But
making
also,
comments.
this could be just poor writing. And I think I'm being clever and foreshadowing. And it's just dumb.
Yeah, that's possible.
Yeah, I think she was bluffing.
But I just feel like the fact that she would use the word bastard and then follow it with, you wouldn't want your little secret out in the open now, would you? Like, that really...
Is there any other secrets that she
About
had been
Corey?
alluding to?
I don't think so.
Like, what was she doing out and about? She was just running a thing, wasn't
Well,
she?
this is before that.
Was it?
Yeah, this is when Vari was in jail for stealing from the baker.
Right.
All Corey's done is she went to a trial and then she came down and washed her wounds. That's literally the only interactions they've had. So I don't think we know about any other secrets that Corey might have.
Why? Okay. I've already forgotten the first half of this book. Yeah, anyway, I think she was bluffing.
Well, it was a terrible effort if that was the case.
Yeah, I'm not denying that.
Why? You didn't know it is? Heh, I snorted briefly. I didn't think I did. I grew up believing that my mother was a maid who died when I was born. But I wasn't. The Queen is my mother. I still don't know who my father is. I breathed out sharply through my nose. For all my life has been comfortable and pleasant. I know less of my past than you. I laughed shortly. How ironic.
Is it?
Don't think it is.
The street rats automatically just not know
No,
how
I
they
don't-
ended up on the streets?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they would remember.
Yeah,
How they ended up there.
yeah,
That's the
exactly.
worst part.
Yeah, I mean, even if you're an orphan, you're not necessarily on the street.
No.
You'd be in an orphanage or something like
Yeah,
that. Like,
and you might still know.
yeah.
It's-
And also, they're dead is an answer.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, I do know.
yeah,
They're
they're dead. I laughed shortly. How ironic.
Jesus.
Are you done? Very upset for a moment
I
silence.
mean, I agree. Oh, sorry.
What? Is there a reason you're telling me this? Am I supposed to feel sorry for you somewhat? I laughed, though she seemed serious. No, never mind. I was silent for a minute. So who was that guy? End chapter.
It's
End scene. There's a lot of long pauses in this conversation that really makes me feel like it is super awkward.
so awkward. Which is probably the point where it's like, Okay.
Yeah, and fully just trauma dumping on her.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, literally. It's like walking up to someone who's having a moment by themselves and being like, yeah, so my parents aren't who I thought they were.
I'm a bastard. My life's been super comfortable, but I don't even know who my parents are.
Yeah, I've been fed and safe my whole life, but I don't know who my daddy is.
Yeah. And you do, so...
So, lucky for you.
Lucky for you.
You're so
Good
lucky.
for you.
Jesus.
And also, it's not even like this conversation came up naturally.
No.
She started it.
She's just like, they're talking about...
You know what it is? You know what she's done? She's literally gone, I'm going to ask this question about your parents.
So I can talk
To
about
give me an opening so
Yeah.
I can talk about
100%.
Like,
It's so selfish and self-centered and self-absorbed.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, all the selves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. What a bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's the
Again.
end of that chapter. Again, really achieved
Nothing.
nothing of
This
meaning.
book is so long.
It's so long.
And I'm beginning to understand why.
Yeah. And like, why couldn't we have had this conversation in the ballroom where we set up the ball?
I don't
for
either of
them
them
to
were in
be?
the ballroom for like...
At all, really. Both of them went, they complained about it for 10 minutes and then left.
Yeah.
So why were we having a ball at all?
I feel like it's just a case of us like being like, yeah, that sounds like a good idea, let's do that, and then getting there and being like, we don't know what to do with this.
I think probably it's kind of a trope, right?
Yeah.
Like the ball is
Yeah,
the
and
ball
it was an
scene.
excuse just to get them pretty up,
Yeah,
particularly
but then we
Vari,
got there and it was like, we actually have nothing
to do here.
to do here.
Yeah.
So, I
And
guess...
rather than think of something to do there, we're just like, oh, let's just leave.
Yeah, exactly. But it's like that whole conversation between Corey and Bran didn't need to happen at the ball. The conversation between Vari and Kane didn't need to happen at the ball.
Mm.
The conversation between Corey and Vari didn't need to happen at the ball.
Mm.
Like, any of these could have happened natively, just meeting around.
The only thing was
castle.
the introduction of Kane.
Yeah, which, like, I don't know, did we have to be there for his first day?
No.
Like,
We could have done it some other way.
we could have met him, like, if he's captain of the guard in the
Yeah, he's
Citadel,
going to be kicking around.
he's going to be around.
Yeah.
You know, they could have.
Especially,
honestly,
like, I
as
have
a
a
thief.
feeling like the Stellans were like the Rohan people.
Oh, yeah, they were
And
horse
so-
people.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
we
And so-
mentioned that they had
Yeah,
special horses.
exactly. So, like, Vari works in the stable.
Yeah.
Like, we could have done it another way.
Yeah, there's like a dozen
Yeah.
more sensible ways to introduce those characters.
Yeah.
That we didn't do. And instead, had a ball.
Yep.
Yep.
That's what you do.
We had a ball. We have no idea what passed between them anyway.
No, and I'm sure we'll never find out.
Probably not.
No.
Okay, well, shall we...
I think that's it. That's like 45 minutes.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Yeah.
because my thing stopped.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, well, because these chapters are so full of shit,
Yeah, we might leave that there.
we'll leave that there and leave it to next time to find out, do we continue this conversation
Or do we move on?
or do we just
Drop it and run.
drop it and run?
Which is what we usually do.
Yeah, although we do seem to be doing that less than we did in Living to Die. Like, Living to Die, we fully just bailed on full scenes and just yeeted it straight out of there.
I don't know, I feel like we're kind of doing that here too.
I mean, Vari was still where we left her.
Yeah.
We just skipped to the next day, as you
Yes,
suggested.
that's true. Yeah, true.
There is some kind of, like,
Continuation. Yeah.
going here. So even if we don't finish the conversation, like, maybe, you know,
We stay in the general vicinity.
we'll stay in
of
the
the scene.
general vicinity. I don't
Yeah.
know. Who knows? I guess we'll see next time.
Yeah, I guess we'll see.
Godspeed. Okay, and now we are moving on to the part of the podcast called What We Read.
Where
Where we talk about
What we read.
what we read.
Yeah. Here's what it says on the tin.
It is. It
What-
does
what-
exactly
What
that.
you been reading?
Okay, so I this week am reviewing the first two books of a trilogy.
Okay.
So the third one is not out yet. It is called the Belladonna Trilogy by T.F. Johnson. The first book is called The Sharp Edge of Fate. I don't know what the second one's called.
Left mark then.
It's similar title, similar cadence to the title, I guess.
It's kind of a thing.
It is not. It's definitely
Yeah.
not a thing of thing.
Yeah.
It's a thing of thing. It's cut out one of the thing of
it's
things.
a thing.
It's a thing of thing. Yes. Anyway, so this is a fantasy.
Are you sure?
Yes. So okay, it's like a high fantasy in the sense that it's like otherworld fantasy. Like it's not set in our world, real world, whatever. But it's not medieval sword and sorcery type fantasy.
Right.
So, and this really does come. One of my biggest problems in this book is the world building. Is chaotic. And I really, it seems to be kind of one of those worlds where magic has sort of replaced technology, or I guess replaced electricity, I think, but it's super unclear.
Yeah.
So they have what seems to be to me a super random mix of like magical stuff and technology.
Yeah.
So like they have streetcars.
Yeah.
And cars. So they have like trams and cars and radios.
Yeah.
But they don't have, I don't know, TV or like.
Okay. And it's completely fantasy world. It's not
Yes.
based on ours.
No. So it kind of gives like a 1920s vibe, I guess.
That's also sort of the problem I had with Divine Rivals. A little.
Yes. I feel like it feels a little further back in the past than Divine Rivals did. But then there'll be something like the police have like radios, like police, like cop radios. And I'm like, what? And I'm not clear if the radios are like magic radios or if they're like radio radios. And I'm not sure if the cars are driven by magic or if they're by combustion.
Yeah.
And like, you know, they have like coffee shops where you go and like, I don't know, it feels very jarring to me. I'm like, that doesn't, but like, you know, then they have kings and palaces and like the rest of it all feels very fantasy. They have mages who, you know, are trained in certain types of magic, and the main character is an assassin who kills people with like belladonna poison, which is his name, the trilogy. So yeah, and there's like fantasy creatures and stuff, and everybody in the city are like elves and dwarves and that kind of stuff. So it's just this really weird sort of mix of genres, which would be fine if it was world built in a coherent way. And I don't know, look, I don't know this author's experience. I don't know how, I think this may be her first book. It feels like she's maybe taken show don't tell a little bit too far.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm like, please just tell me what's happening.
Yeah.
Like she just will really drop stuff into the story and just not mention it, not explain it at all. And I think that is a bit of a challenge of having a world where like you are kind of mixing genres a little bit. So like if you go into like a sword and sorcery fantasy, you kind of know what to expect.
Yeah.
And even if there's like the different magic system or what, you know, different types of creatures or whatever the case may be, you kind of know what you're getting.
Yeah.
And if you're in a contemporary fantasy, like you kind of know what you're getting.
Yeah.
Whereas, yeah, like you say with Divine Rivals, like a lot of this stuff was just kind of thrown in there and like it wasn't really explained how it worked or what was happening. And it is a challenge because obviously the characters live in that world, so they're not going to be explaining it in their heads how it works. But I, as the reader, need you to explain what's happening because I'm confused.
Yeah.
And like she did things like she used fancy creatures in metaphors without telling me what the fancy creature was. So she had like, there's one line that I wrote down because it really annoyed me. It was like, you know, it scuttled forward like a Sion. And I'm like, well, I don't know what a Sion is.
Yeah.
And I don't know what it looks like, and I don't know how it scuttles. So I have no way of like...
All I know is that it's scuttling.
Exactly. In which case, you could have just said it scuttled.
Yes.
And I've got the same amount of information because I just don't know what this creature is. And it felt like a way to say, look, there's fantasy creatures in this universe without ever telling me what it was. So yeah, had some pretty major problems with the world building. Which was a shame because I do think that it had legs, like it was an interesting universe, and I do like when people take like fantasy races like dwarves and elves and stuff like that and put them into a non-traditional fantasy setting, and I feel like it could have been done really well. but it just feels like not enough attention was given to the world building.
Yeah.
On the other hand, the story was pretty good. Like the pacing was good. The story moves at a fairly good clip. It is an assassin story, which, like, I'm so over fantasy assassin stories, and I know it's on me because I did pick it up knowing it was an assassin story, but I was like, oh.
You kind of hope that, like, maybe this one's different.
Yeah, maybe it is a bit of a different trope, but it wasn't really. It was the same thing. Like, she's been forced into being an assassin. She was, like, bought and, you know, didn't have any option. She's poor and she's in debt and had to be an assassin and everything. There's a sexy mage. Love that. So, yeah, look, I gave it 3 stars. Because I didn't hate it.
Yeah.
And I don't think it was a bad book. I find it difficult to think of things to say about it that I liked. But I also, it wasn't like Akatar where I'm like, I hate everything about this. And, you know, there's just a lot of stuff where I'm like, it's a shame this wasn't executed a little better. And there's just a few things that I felt like could have really been tidied up. So yeah, I wouldn't say don't read it, and I certainly think that if you're a fan of the genre
and the assassin
trope, and an excruciatingly slow burn romance, then yeah, you could probably find a lot to like in it. And you know, look, it's better than our first book, so gotta give it that.
Yes.
So yes, that's The Sharp Edge of Fate by Tia Johnson. Cool. What about you?
So I read, this was actually an ARC that I got, called In the Days Before by Renee Chantel. It is a young adult crime, basically. So, which is a growing genre, I feel. It's starting to become more popular. And it kind of makes sense, because, like, adult crime is huge.
Yes.
Like, crime, thriller, mystery is a really big genre. So kind of makes sense that we're branching into the YA.
Yeah. I guess you've just got to find a reason why young adults are involved in crime.
Well, yeah, exactly. And I will say that the way that this handled it was actually quite good. So basically the premise is the main character, Audrey, is a high schooler, and she is really fascinated by true crime, basically. Which, you know, for whatever reason, lots of people... I don't actually like true crime. True crime makes me feel icky. Fake crime, all about it. True crime, no thank you.
I'm absolutely the opposite. I would much rather listen to true crime than fake crime.
I hate true crime. I hate it. I would rather pretend that these things don't actually happen and we just write about them in books. So she has a, I think a YouTube channel, basically, where she goes and talks about true crime stuff that she's researched and stuff. So she's like a budding investigator kind of thing.
True crime podcast, basically.
Basically, or a YouTuber, because that's what the
youths do.
What generation up to? Gen Z?
I mean, Alpha's the newest one, but Gen Z's
probably... I suppose she's an alpha.
Yeah, she would have to be, because Z are in their 20s.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Kill me.
And then basically what happens is her best friend goes missing. And so she is involved with the investigation because she is
a witness,
and also she's a suspect. And so I do actually really like the way she had her involved really believably.
Absolutely.
In a way that I wasn't like
Nancy Drew.
I wasn't like, well, as if they're going to let a teen do that. Basically.
Yeah.
So she did really stick within the realms of possibility for that. The crime itself, like the story, the mystery aspect was pretty good. It was pretty like I guess like predictable / cliche. Like it had a lot of things that you see a lot of. But given that it is YA, they're probably stepping into this genre for the first time. So it's probably quite a good introduction to the genre.
And like if you haven't read all the tropes before,
then they're new tropes. They're not tropes. They're brand new. So that didn't really bother me that much. And like the mystery was a true, like there was no cheating by the author, which I hate. Yes, I hate. Like you could have, and I think I did actually, like you can figure out who it was. Or you can just, sit back, blank space and just be surprised. That's fine too. But she had enough sort of, some of it was a little bit heavy, but she had enough sort of drops and hits and stuff for you to figure out sort of who it was. So The only things that I didn't really love, she had a very big group of friends, and so it was really hard for the author to really introduce all of them and flesh them out. So, and also they were all terrible. And so I really, and even the best friend, so like Audrey, like it was her best friend that went missing. But I had a really hard time believing that Audrey would be friends with this kind of person.
Right. Yeah.
It was briefly mentioned that they'd been friends like from like kindergarten or something.
Yeah.
And so like I guess they'd kind of grown apart a little bit. But Audrey was still hanging around with these group of girls that were just
bad people.
Terrible, like, you know, that crowd in high school.
Oh, yeah.
We're familiar with them.
We know.
Whereas Audrey was the sort of girl that would have hung out with us. She was a little bit not like other girls, but not too bad.
Yeah.
And so, I just had trouble believing, like, why would she...
Yeah, the relationships.
...really care about any of these people.
Yeah.
That's probably my main gripe. I spent a lot of it being like, why do you...
Yeah.
Like, obviously you'd care about if someone went missing. Like, even if they weren't your friend, you'd still be like, shit.
Of course.
But, like, I didn't really understand why they'd be friends.
Yeah.
Such close friends.
Yeah.
Like, there was nothing there for me there. There was a message about don't talk to strangers on the internet, which kind of worked out in reverse.
Like, I mean, we wouldn't have any friends if we didn't talk to strangers on the internet.
Exactly, it was a bit like that, but then, like, the stranger on the internet
was good.
Well, spoiler, but it was fine. I think that's about all that I can remember. But I think it was a pretty good introduction to the genre for young adults. And like Audrey, I didn't hate. Like around about the time I'd read this, I'd read a bunch of books prior where I just hated the female main character.
Yeah.
Like they were just catty and mean and bitchy and vapid or stupid or you know, I was just like, I was getting a bit fed up with female main characters, but she wasn't too bad. Like she was pretty down to earth and sensible and normal.
Love that.
Yeah. So yay.
Yay.
All her friends weren't, but she was okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I quite liked it.
Yeah, cool. Nice. All right.
Cool.
Well, that's what we read. So feel free to get in touch.
Yes. You can reach out to us. You can email us at whatwewrotepod@gmail.com.
Yep.
We love emails.
We love emails.
Yes.
And
they go straight to the pool room.
They go straight to the pool room. Yeah, we love our pool room.
Which I don't know,
we did talk about the pool room.
Did we describe that it was from the castle though? Like, will our Australian, non-Australian listeners understand the reference? Or the young listeners for that one?
Probably not.
So, it's from a movie called The Castle.
The most classic Australian movie ever made.
It's like the quintessential Australian movie.
Yeah.
And basically, whenever the dad gets something that he really loves, he puts it in the pool room.
It's going straight to the pool room.
It goes straight to the pool room. So that's where that comes from.
Yes.
For all you Yanks and youths.
Yes, so we have a Discord channel called the Pool Room, where we put all the nice things people say about us.
So please fill up our pool room.
Yes, fill up our pool room.
Yeah.
We love it. We love hearing from all of you, and be that in the form of just praise or comments on our stories or theories.
What I've really loved actually, and it's mentioned to us a couple of times for a few different people, is that it's helped, which is just like, this is why we set out for this podcast. It's helped people realize that they can just write.
Yes.
And that it doesn't need to be good to start. But just write it anyway.
Yeah.
And even if it's terrible, you can read it back in 10 years and go...
20 years.
Yeah, or 20 years and be like, Jesus was terrible. It's hilarious, but I'm so much better now.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, hopefully over the course of this podcast, as we move through our stories... you will see that we do improve. I mean, we already have.
I think, there's proofs in the pudding. You can already see. Like,
absolutely.
I'm not saying it's good yet.
No.
But you can see how it progresses.
Yes, absolutely. And so, we absolutely encourage you that if you are a budding writer, write the thing.
Just write.
Doesn't matter if it sucks.
Doesn't matter if it sucks.
Doesn't matter. I mean, look.
Just think of it as, if you look back on your writing and go, damn, that was bad. That
think
just
of
means...
how much you've improved.
Exactly. That just means that you're in a place now that you can recognise the changes.
Absolutely. And like, from crap... sometimes not crap grows, because the book that we are planning to publish
It's just the manure of your garden.
Exactly. And I mean, the first version of that,
Fertilizer.
we wrote, I think, after All's Fair.
I think it's the next one.
Yeah. So we wrote a dreadful version of this story when we were terrible teenagers writing our terrible angsty and melodramatic writing.
Yep.
And we took that seed and we've turned it into a trilogy.
Yep.
So, you know, don't lose hope. Write the shit. Let it be bad. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And then tell us about it because we want to hear.
Yeah, we want to hear it. Show us your bad stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh boy, that's fun.
So if you don't want to send us an email and you'd rather drop a quick comment or see our faces and Penny's face and etc. We post reels and memes and things like that. Our socials are all at What We Wrote Podcast. So we're on Instagram, Facebook and Tumblr, all at What We Wrote Podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And we do have a TikTok. Maybe one day we'll put something on it.
Look.
Or maybe it'll get banned before we get to it. And then
well, that's the other thing. I was like, there's no point. It's getting shut down. So.
Yeah.
I was like, well, that fixes that problem.
We'll see. We'll see how we go. Anyway, thank you so much for coming on this crazy wild journey with us.
Yes.
And sitting through these really boring conversations.
Yes. We'll see you next time.
See you next time.
Bye.